Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 1974, Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 1974, Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 19...
Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Oh, 1 second. What? Okay. Like, share, subscribe. Wait a second. Testing sound, testing sound. Just real quick. Like I say, like, share, subscribe. All right. No coward, ISUPK, no coward Yonkers. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. ISUPK Israelite headquarters on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll go straight in. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Thumbai Shem Yahshua to the sisters. I'm priest and officer Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York. And this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, ISUPK. Start off at 1 West 125th Street under Camino Junior. And since 1969, once again, I always repeat, since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people. They are God's chosen people according to the Bible. The first world, let's clap it up for the Lord. And still, you know what I'm saying? This is Tuesday, brotherhood class, sisterhood class. Let's clap it up for the brotherhood and sisterhood. But since 1969, you know what I'm saying? ISUPK have been teaching our brothers and sisters Think about it. We've been teaching our brothers and sisters the truth according to the Bible. You know what I mean? How to be a brother, how to be a sister, according to the law, statute, commandments, according to the Bible, not according to what our slave master says, not according to white Jesus doctrine that our parents grew up in, the local church, the Christian church, you know what I'm saying, the Muslim mosque, so on and so forth, what we grew up, you know what I'm saying, what we grew up hearing, but we don't know what we hearing because they learned that from their slave master, from white Jesus doctrine. White Jesus, you know what I'm saying, white Jesus doctrine was beating us so much, you know what I'm saying, was beating us so much, somebody heard about something that called Muslim or Islam. Let me take on the traits of another slave master, the Arabs religion. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Now we got Arab, you know what I'm saying? Arab nationalism doctrine. That's all it was. Muslim, Islam is nothing but Arab, you know what I'm saying? National, you know what I'm saying? Arab nationalist doctrine. That's what it is. Because you have to learn the language of the Arab. You have to take on Arab philosophy and his world opinion. You have to think like an Arab. But hold up. You're a so-called Hispanic. You don't even know who you are. You're a so-called African American. Two days ago, we was Negroes. 5 days ago, we was coloreds. That's who we was. And guess who labeled us? White Jesus doctrine. That's what happened. Then, you know what I'm saying, along came this Arab man, and it was something brand new. You know what I mean? It was something brand new. We're like, you know what I'm saying? We was praying. We was praying, you know what I'm saying, so this white Jesus doctrine could get his heels off our backs. You know what I'm saying? At least, you know what I'm saying, please send us somebody who have mercy. And the Arab is the man he replaced, you know what I'm saying, the European white Jesus doctrine. He replaced them. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just he going to give you an umbrella and urinate on you and call it rain. So that's what, you know what I'm saying? We changed that slave master to that slave master. That's what happened. That's what they do. That's what they do. They urinate on us and tell it, yo, what you talking about? That's rain. And guess what we did? Yes, it is, sir. It is rain. That's the same thing that we learned from, you know what I'm saying, our oppressors. Our oppressors. But since 1969, you know what I'm saying, the Israelite School, Universal and Practical Knowledge have been teaching so-called Black, so-called Latinos, so-called First Nation people, they are God's chosen. This ain't supposed to happen to us. We are special people. We are God's people. We don't understand that concept. We never understand that concept because we've been beat down so long. We don't see that. You know what I'm saying? The video, you know what I'm saying? The video I play, and I start playing this, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning of my class so we can understand what happened to us. Stockholm syndrome. We sympathize with our kidnappers. Not only we sympathize with our kidnappers, you know what I'm saying? His war is our war now. You heard what she heard, not only, you know what I'm saying? She took on not only the philosophy, you know what I'm saying? She started fighting for the people that kidnapped her. Not only took on that, you know what I'm saying? She took on a different name. Traumatized. And started sympathizing and read a prime example of Stockholm syndrome. Prime example. There's no reason for so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you know what I'm saying, to fight American wars. No reason. Why are we going to go to war? For what? Why are we going to join your army? For what? Based on the history of this country? Look what your army did to my people. But we love our master. You know what Michael said? Malcolm X, better than the master love himself. Oh, man, we love him. Oh, you can't wait to massage his feet after when he violated our mother. After when he violated our mother or our children, After the incident, his feet is aching. So we just, you know what I'm saying? So the father decided to massage his feet. That's how traumatized we are, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And when, you know what I'm saying? And when the priest and the prophet of the Lord come to their own people and let their people know, no, that's not normal. We don't normalize this. That's, you know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to grow up like this. You know what I mean? My friend ain't supposed to sell my mother drugs. My friend, the person who I grew up with, now he's selling my mother's drugs. And guess what? I'm still friends with him after when he sell my mother drugs. Because guess what I'm doing? I'm selling his mother drugs. And we all in the front sharing a 40 ounce. Show my age? Sloppy? Please show my age. But this is what we normalize that.
Right.
We went through the heroin pandemic. You see nothing but Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians over here. Hi.
What you bringing out is so heavy, sir. You just talked about why we fighting in any wars. When the brothers came home from the Vietnam War, you know what I'm saying? They came home poor.
That's right.
Going into the heroin because that was the thing back then.
That's right. All right. And even the Viet Cong that was fighting against, they even told, you know what I'm saying? They even told, you know what I'm saying? I think we still Negroes at the time. Yeah, we was still Negroes at the time. We still Negroes. And he said Negro, but we started learning to say black man and black, you know what I mean? We was inching up. Started calling ourselves, because remember, black was a slur.
Right.
A slur in the 60s, in the early 70s. That was a slur. If you call somebody black, how dare you call me black? Those are fighting words right there. You know what I mean? Right now, you know what I'm saying? Right now, we got the so-called Puerto Ricans and the so-called Dominicans exactly on that type of state of mind. Think about that. Think about that. How dare you call me this? You know what I mean? That's trauma. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's Stockholm syndrome. And what, you know what I'm saying? What Priest and Officer Shaw is so right. Even the Viet Cong has said, black man, this is not your war. They said it.
Right.
But guess what we did? We fought harder for our oppressor. We fought harder for white Jesus. White Jesus. We love white Jesus.
Right.
That's our God. So we're gonna fight harder. That's what happened to us. That's exactly what happened to us. And when Muhammad Ali stood up, saying, "No, Viet Cong never called me the N-word." But over here, this, you know what I'm saying? You know, the European over here in this country is calling me that. So why should I fight for him? You had the knowledge back then. But guess what? Ain't nobody want to listen because we love our oppressor. We love our oppressor. But you know what I'm saying? Pull that first scripture, Baba Kashan. Pull that first scripture right there. Go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 55. Let's go in there.
2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 55.
Oh yeah, go on.
Or this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
See, this is our brother Esdras, our brother. He's feeling down. He's looking at his people. He's looking at, you know what I'm saying, the heroin epidemic. He's looking at the coke epidemic, the crack epidemic. And in the 90s, it was the heroin, crack, and coke epidemic in the 90s. Oh, we all know that. Oh, and a matter of fact, dope came back strong. Oh, that dope money. You know what I mean? That was strong. That was strong right there. And he's looking around, a man of God looking around, you know what I'm saying? Crying for his people, hurting for his people, watching his people do each other dirty, following, you know what I'm saying? Looking at his people and following the philosophy of, you know what I'm saying? Of the people who taught us this, you know what I'm saying? This behavior. He's looking. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at his people and crying to the Lord. Read on.
Verse 56.
Go on.
As for the other people.
Start off 55 again. Start off 55 again. Because for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, our oppressor taught us the Bible. He ain't gonna teach this verse right here. God loves everybody. The violator would teach his slaves that God loved everybody after when he violate your little daughter. God loves everybody. John 3:16. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor. Who was his neighbor? Who was white Jesus doctrine neighbor? Who was the slave master neighbor? You? You was just you was a chair. You was a piece of clothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You was bricks on the wall. That's who you was. That's who we was. Slave master doctrine. White Jesus doctrine. This is what it is. And we normalize this behavior. Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
That's what happened. And Ezra is just like, he's looking around and like, yo, my people. And this is, you know what I'm saying? This is the time, you know what I'm saying? I think this is the time during the Greek captivity, the occupation. So he's looking around, it's like, yo, what's going on? I know that I'm God's chosen people. He's in the midst. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's looking around, he knows that he's an Israelite. He know it. He know about the law, statute, commandments. He know about Moses, his ancestors. What happened in Egypt? He knows the history. He damn sure knows Deuteronomy 28. He knows what's going on.
Right.
He know how brothers and sisters are. He know it. But he see nothing but his brothers and sisters selling drugs to each other. He see nothing but his brothers and sisters whoring out each other. He see nothing but his brothers and sisters putting each other in a position to do something strange for a piece of change. Yeah. This is, and guess what? It's going on right now.
Right.
It's going on right now. This is old. This is old right here. We're talking about the book of Second Esdras. But it's going on right now, you know what I'm saying, right outside of Yonkers. Warburton, Levine, Woodworth, Slow Bombs, School Street, Morris, Lawrence, Saratoga, Ludlow. Come on, Locust. Talk to me, Locust. What's going on over here? Cottage? What's going on? Oh, you know what? It didn't only happen in YO. Talk to me, South Bronx. Harlem in the house.
Right.
We know that. Come on, early 90s, Harlem still looked like a bomb hit this place.
Right.
We know that. We remember that. Then eventually you start seeing Harlem building up.
Right.
Come on. Come on. Yo, yeah. I call it South Bronx. Ooh-wee.
Ooh.
Everybody, you should remember, you can't get, you know what I'm saying? You get off on 145th. Oh, wait. You know what I'm saying? All the so-called Dominican brothers running up on us. We couldn't go get no goddamn Snickers without somebody running up. Yo, what you want? We couldn't go in the store to get Snickers. Come on. This is what's going, and we normalize that stuff. Right after the heroin, crack came along. Literally. Start making millionaires out of 12-year-olds. With no marbles. Remember, their father was on heroin. Their mother was on heroin. So how did they grow up? Selfish. They looked at the slave master, say, oh, wait. You know what I mean? I want to be like that. That's what happened. We took on the philosophy of our oppressor. And who was bringing this stuff in? Remember, ain't no Negroes own no ports in the United States.
Right.
You know, Negro own no goddamn planes. We don't have control over no goddamn borders.
Right.
But who do got control of that stuff? The people who want to put you on drugs. Joe Biden, your president, that you're going to vote again for.
Right.
That we going to vote, because I'm going to be in line with you. I got Stockholm syndrome also. So all of us. Then we go, you know what I mean? And you saw Ronald Reagan just say no. I was there in the 80s. I remember that. And he was bringing so much, he was bringing the good coke in, right into the black neighborhood. And he's going to get, you know what I'm saying? He's going to get a young man that's been struggling all his life to be his biggest drug dealer. Only the Europeans could put you onto drugs. Only them can get you to connect. Only them. You need permission. We need permission. Can't just get up and do it. You know what I'm saying? We need participation from the cops. The cops know who's selling drugs in our community. They know it. They store them every other week. They know, you know what I'm saying? They know little Jerry. They know Ron, Dominican Lou. They know. We need permission to sell drugs. And guess what? We became selfish. No brotherhood, no sisterhood. And so this was Esdras watching his people in the 70s, watching his people in the 80s, watching his people, you know what I'm saying, in the 1940s. Saying, yo, why? No, they just finished unaliving my father and mother. Hung them, you know what I'm saying? Hung them from the tree. Strange fruit. Why are we fighting World War I and World War II and Korean War? They just finished hanging my mother and father. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because they was walking down the street. Come on, based on the history of this country. Read on.
God. Chapter 6, verse 55.
Yeah, this is right here. You know what I mean? This is let you know that, you know, that so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, we are God's chosen. This is let you know that this Bible wasn't written to everybody. It was only written to one nation of people. You know what I'm saying? The history of one nation of people, and that was the 12 tribes of Israel. That was the Israelites.
Right.
That was that. You know what I mean? But slave master doctrine is going to teach us something else. But we're going into the archive. Let's just read the book and say what it says. You know what I mean? Read on. Read.
God. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 55.
Mm-hmm.
And Lord, this have I spoken before thee.
Go on.
Oh Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
Made it what?
Madest the world for our sake.
Yo, he say, Lord, I speak against you. The world's supposed to be for the Israelites' sake. That's the reason why you made this world. We supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the nation. We God's chosen. We're the only one on the earth that got a living God. We are chosen by God. You made the world for our sake. That's what we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, so-called, since the 60s. We was letting, you know what I'm saying? We letting our people know this world was made for our sake. We are God's chosen people. No, I'm not. How dare you say that? God's chosen people is these people right here. And I always say it's not by accident, because those people with the curly fries on the side look exactly like white Jesus. That's it, you know what I mean? How is that possible? This person's giving us white Jesus, and these people say that they chosen people by God. But they all look the same. These people don't look, these people over here, you try to say, you know what I'm saying? You try to say nobody knew Moses if he looked like that. And he got raised up, you know what I'm saying, in the nation of Hamites. He blended right in. He blended right in with the Hamites. He blended right in, huh? Come on. Read on.
God. Verse 56. As for the other people.
Say that again.
As for the other people.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? This world was only made for the Israelites' sake. As for the other, you know what I'm saying? It was made for the Israelites' sake. Now for these other nations, read on.
Which also come of Adam.
Oh, you hear about slave master. You hear Joe Biden talking all the time. Joe Biden, you know what I mean? He gives a, God loves everybody. We all came from Adam. You know what I mean? We all, we all one in God. You know what I mean? We all one in God. But this is an Israelite. He said, as for those other people, read from as for those other people that what?
As for the other people, which also come of Adam.
Which also come from Adam. Yeah, he's right. After the flood, you know what I'm saying? We all, we all came from Adam. We did. Because it was only Adam's line that lived. Yes, after the flood. We all came from Adam. We don't.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
Say that again?
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
Oh yeah, we all came from Adam, but those other people, thou said they are nothing. The Most High God said they are nothing. It's in the Lord's Statute Commandments. It's in the Bible right here. They are nothing. Read on.
But be like unto spittle.
Now we teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians this stuff right here. We teaching them that this Bible wasn't written to everybody. It was only written to the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what we teach. And we teach, you know what I'm saying? And we teach that the Most High God is not about juices and berries, marshmallow and ginger ale. He's not about that. He looked at these other nations as what?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. That's what we teach our people. No, don't do that. We ain't in love, you know what I'm saying? We can't disrespect each other like that. Can't sell drugs, you know what I'm saying? And whore out our sisters like that. That's not what God's people do. Those nothing people do that. We don't do that. We don't.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So not only they nothing, these other nations, it's just liking a vessel or a bucket of water. So you fill up you have a, you know what I'm saying, like a 5-gallon drum of water, and you hold it with the handle, and you just, you know what I'm saying, you try to put it on carrying it, and let's say a little bit, you know what I'm saying, a little bit fall from that. That's those other nations. You don't care about that little water fell. You don't care about that. That's what the Most High God looking at these other nations as. That's the love that Ezra was showing his people. He was having brotherhood class. He was showing his people. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about this. Stop looking at them other nations. They are nothing. There's nothing to envy them. Don't follow them. Don't go, you know what I'm saying? Don't go fight in their wars. Stop taking on the philosophy of these other nations. They are nothing. Read on.
Verse 57. And now.
And what?
And now.
And now, at this moment in time, read on.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Oh Most High God. Read on.
Behold, these heathen.
Say that again.
These heathen.
Behold, these other nations. These heathen. These heathen. Not God's chosen. Not the chosen line from Adam. No. These non-chosen line. These heathens. Read on.
Which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Which have what?
Ever been reputed as nothing.
What, you know what I'm saying? What we always looked at these other nations as nothing, like you taught us, Most High God. That's in our Constitution. Read on.
Have begun to be lords over us.
Have what?
Have begun to be lords over us.
Have begun to be lords over the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. They've been imputed as nothing. It's supposed to be nothing to us. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know what I mean? Come on. They, you know what I'm saying? They're a bunch of sinners. Why we want to do what they're doing? We God's chosen people. We got Lord's statute commandments. We got the living God. Whatever they do, it doesn't mean anything to us. Now they over us. Now my name is Jonathan King. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now that's, you know what I'm saying? Jose Gonzalez over there. Michael Jones Blackfoot on that side. You know what I'm saying? John Carlos. Now, look, they over us. Go on.
So like I said, if I may, I have a precept for that.
Go on.
I'm just quote it.
Yep.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, read that again. Read that again. Let's break that down.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses.
I have seen servants upon horses. Servants is on horses. Now, who's the servants?
In this context, the servant is the other nations.
The servants is what?
The other nations.
That's right. The servants are the other nations, but they on horses.
Right.
The hell is a servant doing on a horse? Read on.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Where and what?
And princes.
And princes, read on.
Walking.
They're not on a horse now.
Right.
They walking. Read on.
As servants.
As what? Princes. A prince. God's chosen. How we walking on the dirt? Read on. Any more on it?
Upon the earth.
Upon the earth. Come on. How these heathens got over us? We have Stockholm syndrome. We have Stockholm syndrome. That's what happened. Now they over us. But you already know how they cannot be over us anymore? We have to understand who we are, because we don't know who we are. We don't know. We don't know. We just, you know what I'm saying? We just go along, you know what I'm saying? Go along with what our slave master say who we are. We take on everything what our slave master says.
Right.
We don't take on nothing with, you know what I'm saying, what the Bible says. We don't take on, you know what I'm saying? We don't take on nothing with our, you know what I'm saying, what a man of God says. That's what happens. This is brotherhood right here. This is sisterhood right here. We have to remind what happened. We gotta go to that trauma. We gotta remember that trauma. We gotta remember the things that we've done in the past. So we could dust, you know what I'm saying? So we could dust off the old man. We gotta look, you know what I'm saying? We gotta look towards it as I gotta repent for that. You know what I'm saying? I was going off. I can't just, you know what I'm saying, fly this underneath the carpet. I want to be a righteous man. I want to teach people to not do that. But I don't know how to. I'm in the right spirit, but I don't know how to. Because I have to completely change my mind. I have to completely, you know what I'm saying, learn something new. Because if, you know what I'm saying, if I leave it up in my own hands, I'm just going to go back doing what I'm doing. What I've been doing. And anything that I don't like, I'm just going to erase it. Because it was written in pencil. All my rules is written in pencil. So I could just, I don't like that, so I'm going to erase that. You know what I'm saying? But we cannot erase the Lord's statute commandments. Can't do that. Drop that.
But you bringing out it so heavy, so that's what the Christian church is doing with the Bible. They're basing the Most High's word by saying that Christ went away with the Lord's statute commandments.
That's right. Not only Christ did away with the Lord's statute commandments, you know what I mean? They changed the doctrine. They changed the doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, those is Moses' laws. I go by Jesus' laws. So what laws is that? You know, ain't Moses' law God's laws? If Jesus have laws, right, those is God's laws. So you try to say Moses, you know what I mean? Because they use these words, but it's not their fault, because you got to be trained. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to be indoctrinated first. Then you read the Bible to come, you know what I'm saying, to connect with your doctrine. That's what it is. We already indoctrinated first before we even read the Bible. That's what happened. Then you place your indoctrination onto the Bible. Only an unaliver going to tell you that the laws are done away with. And he's going to teach that to his slaves. Then his slaves are going to take on the traits of the slave master, a white Jesus doctrine. Get Leviticus 19 and 28, Baba Kashar.
God.
The book of Leviticus, 19 and 28. Because we took on the traits. You know what I mean? We doing what our slave master is doing. We following him. That's what we're doing. We following him. So that's what and that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Jesus said the laws are done away with. He nailed it to the cross. Where did you learn that from? Because I'm always hearing it, but why? You know what I'm saying? You saying this, and you're 25 years old, and my grandmother said that. She's 94. Why y'all saying exactly the same thing? And you know what I'm saying? One grew up in Savannah, Georgia, and the other one grew up in Buffalo, New York. How y'all did the same doctrine? That's not local church, because they've been indoctrinated by white Jesus doctrine. That's what our slave master taught his slaves. The laws is done away with. Hold up. The laws is done away with because you was like, oh, I don't think this is good. You know what I mean? I don't think you enslaving us and taking our name and beating, you know what I'm saying? And we took on your philosophy, and you're doing all these horrendous things to us. You go, oh, the laws are done with, so it's justified. So I could do the things that I want to do to your daughter and to your little boy. If I, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what day. I like little girls on Monday, and I like little boys on Tuesday. That's what white Jesus doctrine teach our people. That's Joe Biden's doctrine right there. That's Bill Clinton's doctrine. You know what I'm saying? That's Barack Obama doctrine. Ronald Reagan doctrine. Abraham Lincoln doctrine. George Washington doctrine. Carter's doctrine. That's all their doctrine. That's their doctrine. That's how they get down. That's how they built the country. And read the traits that we took on. And then what the Most High God said that we're not allowed to do. Read that, Baba Kishore.
God, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28.
Go on.
He shall not make any cuttings in your flesh.
Say that again.
He shall not make any cuttings in your flesh.
Read on.
For the dead.
Go on.
Nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
Start from the top, Baba Kishore. God,
he shall not make any cuttings in your flesh.
He shall make any cuttings in your flesh. You know, that's, you know what I mean? That's a Hamite culture. You know what I'm saying? That's so-called African culture. Usually they call it tribal marks right there, or tribal cuttings right there. And some of our people is starting taking on this, following the Hamites, because they think they're Hamites. They think they're so-called Africans. So I'm going back to the motherland. But in the Bible, what you know what I'm saying, what white Jesus doctrine says that the laws is done away with, now you could do this. But the Most High God said, no, you ain't allowed to. Read on.
Nor print any marks upon you.
No what?
Nor print any marks upon you.
Nor print any marks upon you. You know those are tattoos right there, right? Those are tattoos.
Right.
Those are tattoos right there. Now, what we doing right now? Going tattoo crazy. Printed all over your face. Heathen nations do that. Not God's nation, but somebody told you. Somebody taught us how to do so. There's no brotherhood right there. You notice, you know what I'm saying? You notice the more tattoos you get and all the tattoos on your face, you know, they put a certain spirit on you.
Right.
Put a spirit on you. You look tough. You look like a certified Nazi. Because remember, only, you know what I'm saying? Only white Jesus doctrine Nazis was doing that. That was their thing. Now, who took on the traits of that? Huh? The so-called Mexicans, so-called African Americans, so-called Tainos, and the American Indians. We took on that. We marked up, you know what I'm saying? God on our temple. God's people. We took on the traits. That's why it's here in the Bible. If the laws are done away with, where would I learn that? Because that is not, it's not in the Ten Commandments, and it's not in the quote unquote the New Testament. So how do you know not to get tattoos? How do you know not to mark up your body? You have to learn that from someplace. You have to learn that from preaching the prophets of the ISUPK. We are not affiliated with other Israelites. Right. We're not. How will you learn this law? How will you know not to do it? You have to learn it from the, you know what I'm saying, man of God. And you have to go into the Lord's statute commandments. That's what we have to do. Read that from the top, Baba.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
For the what?
For the dead.
For the what?
For the dead.
We do that all day. We get the hand tattoos. You know what I mean? It's even gonna go on your neck,
right?
On your forearm, on your back. Rest in peace. A tattoo in script on your forearm. We saw it on the chest. Well,
we get our mother's name on our necks
all day long. Tattoo on the neck. But right here, God says God's chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel, who are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we're not allowed to do that. Right. Because we are a holy nation of people. We are a holy nation of people. But we want to do what we want to do. And we want to do it exactly like these other nations. That's on top of that question.
I just want to point out that while we were trying to make a wake up, coming to find out who we really were during our journey, I know mine, you might hear about Malcolm X or Che Guevara. A lot of our people have them tattooed right on them. With the neck, back, or hand, or whatever.
Yeah. And I remember, but remember this, that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, so-called blacks, Hispanics, in the name of, that was not a thing. Remember, it was very rare that you saw tattoos, very rare. You know what I mean? That was like, oh, no, that's, you know what I mean, that's from white, you know what I'm saying, that's the rockers. Right. That's what the rockers do. Right. I remember them days. Those was the rockers thing. Or, you know what I'm saying, oh, you know what I'm saying, it would be somebody who's in the, like the Army or the Navy. That was that, you know what I mean? That was that thing. You know what I mean? That was that thing. Then once so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, once we get into something, we make it popular. Oh, we make it popular. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Then we took on the traits, but it's a law. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we're not allowed to get tattoos. Right. So if you got one, think about this. You know what I'm saying? We was in the world, we didn't know. Right. That's the reason why we got the tattoo, because we didn't know. We didn't know. Nobody told us that. The laws is done away with. It's all under Christ now. Christ died for everybody. There's no, you know what I'm saying? This is not in the Ten Commandments. This is not in the New Testament. So where are you going to find that? In the so-called Old Testaments. That's where we're going to find it. Right. Well, but we took on that trait. Baba Kishar, I'll drop that. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 12. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 12. Because this is for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Because we look outside, we look at our mothers, we look at our family, and we don't know where to turn. We don't know how to deal with it. So we become traumatized. But our traumatized is normal. This is what's supposed to happen. This is what's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to go outside, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to go, you know what I'm saying, step outside my door and look at my drunk uncle. I'm supposed to see that. I'm supposed to get in the elevator and smell all the fumes of the urine. You know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean? You know, that's the first thing in the morning. If you're not smelling urine, you're not going to have a good day. In our neighborhood, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Then once I get off that elevator, it's supposed to be 29 brothers in the lobby. It's supposed to smell like weed. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be drug dealing going on in the lobby. First thing in the morning. That's normal for us. That's normal for us. And if we don't see it, if we don't see that, we think it's something is wrong.
Right.
If we don't smell the weed or see the coke dealing and the crack dealing and the dope dealing, we say to ourselves, something is wrong. If we don't hear the arguments in our next door neighbor, something is wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we treat a sister with respect, she would think something is wrong and you're too nice. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? You coming from an unalive neighborhood. Born and bred in the unalive neighborhood. But you know what I'm saying? You treat that sister with respect, you're a punk now. Just remember, I've been selling drugs all day. I've been selling drugs all day. But I treat this sister with respect. I treat my brothers with respect. Now listen to what I'm saying. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Listen to what I'm saying and think about the psychology that we got used to this. We got used to this. I got the gun on my hip. I'm selling drugs all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a neighborhood that's unalive every 4 days. I'm from that area. That's normal for me. That's normal for me right there. I'm used to seeing 40 dudes in the lobby. That's normal for me.
Right.
I'm used to smelling the urine in the elevator. That's normal for us. I'm used to, you know what I'm saying, stepping over my drugged out sister. I'm used to that. I'm used to, you know what I'm saying, a sister telling me that I'm too nice because, you know what I mean, I don't want to hit it. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting time to, you know what I'm saying, to have relations with her.
Right.
I'm taking her out. I'm treating her like, you know what I'm saying, I'm treating her with respect. Not how I treat my other hoes. No. Not how I do that. Not how I do that. And she gonna call me, I'm too nice. Remember, I'm a drug dealer. I sell, you know what I mean? I got the gun on my hip. I'm from an unalive neighborhood, but I'm too nice. I'm too nice. We normalize that. We normalize that. That's oppression right there. That's trauma right there. That's normalized depression. Normalized depression. Where can we go now? Where can we go now? Huh? Read that Bible, Bishop, if you have.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
Say that again.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
Say, seek not death in the era of your life. Talk to me, Yonkers. The past, you know what I'm saying, the past month, there was, I think it was like three wanted to alive themselves attempts. In Yonkers. Somebody wanted to decide to unalive themselves to jump off. You know what I'm saying? Parking lot structure. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody wanted to unalive themselves on a park bench. Somebody wanted to overdose. Talk to me, y'all. Where can they go to get therapy? That's normal for us right there. The scriptures right here. You know what I'm saying? What slave master doctor said, the laws are done away with. This is our constitution. This is our history book. This is our standard. This is our moral compass. We're not allowed to do it at all. Read that from the top, Bob Kishore.
Come. Seek not death in the era of your life.
Say that again.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
Oh no, man! I was watching my, you know what I'm saying? I was watching my mother, you know what I'm saying? Strung out on drugs, you know, and you know, I'm ready to unalive myself. Say that again.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
Nah, man, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got my girlfriend pregnant. I'm 14-year-old, got my girlfriend pregnant. Where am I going to get money from? How can I take care of her? How can I take care of her? Think about this. Who normalized that type of behavior? We did. So guess what? You know what I mean? I don't got nobody to go to. I got to bring some food into the house. My mother's not bringing no food in the house. My pops ain't bringing no food in the house. I got to feed my little brothers. I got to feed my little brother. I took on the responsibility of this. I'm 10 years old. I'm 11 years old. I got to be the man of the house.
Right.
My mom was a schizophrenic on drugs at the same time. My father just what? He's just out there. What can I do? Where can I go? Read that from the top.
God. Seek not death in the era of your life.
Seek not death in the eras of our lives. Read on.
And pull not upon yourselves destruction.
Say that again.
And pull not upon yourselves destruction.
And pull. That's what we do. We pull destruction on ourselves, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Where's the brotherhood? Where's the brotherhood? Who taught us about brotherhood? Who taught us about this Bible? No one. Our slave master did. Not no righteous man to tell you, yo, don't do that, brother. You're not allowed to do that. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about unalive yourself. I'm talking about not disrespecting your brother. Not look at, you know what I'm saying? Not look at situations like that. Not putting yourself in a situation to destruction your brother. So not pull it, you know what I'm saying? Because we used to, you know what I'm saying, pulling oppression, you know what I'm saying, depression on ourselves. We used to that. We used to that. Walking around, sorrow's me. Walking around, oh man, my mom's passed away. You know what I mean? I don't have no money. I can't do this. I can't do that. You know what I mean? My niece father touched me. Think about what I just said. My niece father violated me. Where can I go here? Where can I go? See him every, you know what I'm saying, every Christmas and Thanksgiving. How can I break it down to my niece that her father is a molester? Or my sister, remember, that's my sister's boyfriend. That's my sister's boyfriend. My sister's boyfriend violated me. Where can I go? So much destruction. You think I'm not in my right to pull that destruction on me? Huh? Look at that. Look at this. This is what we normalize now in 2024. And we're not speaking up for it. We're normalizing this type of behavior. Over sexualizing everything. Over drugging. Doing what our oppressor did. Don't know how to get out of it. Not strong enough to get out of it. So we're just going to put destruction on us. But we're not allowed to because we are God's chosen people. We are a special people. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians is a holy people. Right. This ain't supposed to be on our minds. This pulling destruction on us. We ain't supposed to experience this stuff. We God's chosen. But we want to do what the other nations do. We want to go up against the Most High God. That's what we want to do. Read on.
God. And pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
With the what?
With the works of your hands.
You know what I'm saying? I want to jump off a building. Say that again.
With the works of your hands.
I want to blow my goddamn head off my shoulders. Say that again.
The works of your hands.
Yeah, I want to take these pills so I can unalive myself. Say that again.
Works of your hands.
With the works of our hands. Because we so much traumatized. We so much a Stockholm syndrome. That's what it is. Not allowed to do so at all. Because we are God. We are a special people. Let's go to Deuteronomy, Barbara Shaw, 28 and 1.
God.
28 and 1. Let's go to a brotherhood class. You know what I'm saying? Moses, a Levite brother, a so-called Haitian brother. I have to pull this because we got to remind ourselves of this. Read that, Bobby Shaw, if you have it.
God.
Yeah. Take your time, it's all good.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
You can say that, go on.
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Well, we gotta let that marinate for Blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians, because they don't realize, you know what I'm saying? They don't realize what this Bible says. Who told you that's the Old Testament? Who told us that? Christopher Shaw.
Right.
Who told us, no, that's the Old Testament? Who told us not to read the Old Testament?
Right.
So before you even go in the book, Old Testament is done away with. So guess what you're going to do? You ain't going to read Deuteronomy. We ain't going to read that because that's the old stuff.
Right.
That's the old stuff. That's the old stuff. This is what the Most High God talking to the 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, right after slavery. This is it right here. This is what Ezra was talking about. This is the scripture that he's reading. Not only he read that, you know what I'm saying? Yahushua, ignorant called Jesus Christ. This is what he read. He knows this scripture. Remember, only book was on the scene was this. There was no such thing as a New Testament. When he was walking the earth, it was this. This is what he knew. He knew this right here. He knew this scripture right here.
Right.
So when did this change? Who said that this changed right here? Read that from the top box.
And it shall come to pass.
This shall happen. Yahushua, ignorant called Jesus Christ, he read this. This shall happen right here. We don't.
If thou shalt hearken diligently.
If what?
If thou shalt hearken diligently.
Now who's the thou? Who's the thou right there? All right? Who's the thou? Trooper? Trooper Sharp one? Who's the thou? Huh? Who's the thou right there? Who is us? We don't know that. Say again? Israelites. Use your outside voice.
Speak up.
Yeah, use your outside voice. You got to start practicing that. You know why, right? There we go. There we go. Use that outside voice. Israelites.
Right.
If the Israelites shall listen, read on.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
And we should listen to the Most High God. Go on.
To observe.
To a what?
Observe.
To do what?
Observe.
To observe. To look at these, you know what I'm saying? To look at the book. To observe what I'm saying right now. Read on.
And to do all his commandments.
And to do what?
All his commandments.
To do all his commandments. Whose commandments? Whose commandments? Whose commandments is this? To do whose commandments?
Sorry.
Huh? Oh, next time raise your hand. It's all good. The Most High commandments. Lord's commandments. When anybody talking about, oh, those are the Mosaic laws right there. Ain't the Mosaic laws? It's the Lord's law. Ask him, where did Moses get it from? Got it from the Lord. Yeah, he brought it out, but it's the Lord laws. So as the Israelite, observe and to do all his commandments. Just remember, our slave master said, white Jesus doctrine say, the commandments is done away with. The commandments is done away with. Read on.
God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Which I command you this day. What day is this? All days. It's all days.
Right.
All days we are commandment. We are all days we are to follow the Lord's statute commandments all the time. All days. That's us. A holy nation of people. Kings and priests. This is what it is. Read on.
God, Salakia, I command thee this day that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
If we follow the Lord's statute commandment, if we follow the Most High God, only thing that we have to do is just follow the laws. Follow the laws. Don't get a tattoo. And we'll be set on high upon the earth.
Right.
Don't get a tattoo. Think about that. Is that hard? Is that hard? Think about it. Don't get a tattoo. And that's one of the small ones. Don't follow these other heathens. Ooh, that's getting a little scuffy now. Remember, we got Stockholm Syndrome. You know what I mean? We got Stockholm Syndrome, but now it gets harder. Because everybody say, yo, don't follow these other nations. I love birthdays. Yo, don't follow the 4th of July. What you mean? I love doing my barbecue. Yo, based on the history of this country, why should so-called blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians celebrate the 4th of July? Huh? Exactly. That's what it is. Exactly. Because when they was getting so-called independence, they was fighting for their freedom. They got slaves to help them fight for it. America got slaves to help them to fight for their freedom, from their brothers and sisters. The British. Because there's all British colonies, so on and so forth. Right after the slaves helped their slave masters to get freedom, we went back into slavery. That's how much we love them. Better than the master loved himself. So we took on the traits. But if we stop doing that, if we stop doing that, we could be set on high above all nations upon the earth. Read on verse 2. Verse 2.
Mm-hmm. Blessing.
In all these what?
Blessing.
Oh man, if we do what the Most High do, and I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go into, a few of these laws, so we know what to do when it comes down to brotherhood and sisterhood. Huh? So all these blessings. Listen up, blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. Sabba Abu Lay. Remember, the Levite talking. Listen up, brothers. I'm gonna let you know. We just came out of slavery. Yes. Been trauma. We've been in the wilderness. Yes. But check this out. We are God's chosen people. We are, our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We that chosen line. That's who we are. That's who we are. Don't forget that. Don't forget that, Israel. I know, you see the power of the living God. Right now, you're questioning the power of the living God.
Right.
Now look at us. You don't know what to do? All right. We're going to codify this. Because we're so stiff-necked and hard-headed. Israelites. So check this out. If we listen to the Most High God, even though you know it by fact, and you saw it. Yo, if we follow these Lord's statutes commandments, we're going to be, right now, you just came out of slavery. Right now, we just came out of slavery. We got no country to go into. We in the wilderness at this moment. Right now, we fell on the bottom, baby. We on the bottom, right?
Like I'm going to say, sir, we out of slavery, wanting to go back into slavery.
Oh man, you are in the spirit, because I was going to bring that up. Yeah. But this is the reminder. This is the brotherhood class to remind them, because that's the talk in the wilderness. I want to go back to America. I love
Right.
America. I would fight tooth and nail for America. I'm American.
Right.
But I thought you were African American. Why the hell you got a European name on your back, on your ID? For what reason? We was enslaved. Who enslaved? Who enslaved you? You know, the same people who just gave me my name. Did they name you like a dog? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And Moses is right there to remind his brothers and sisters of that Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
That Stockholm syndrome. So, yo, this is what we have to do. And if we do this, right now you don't see it, but if we do this, you know what I'm saying? And you witness the power. You witness the power. If we just do this, guess what? Even though, you know what I'm saying, we started off from bottom, now we're on top. Only thing you have to do this. Only thing you have to do this. Go to Barbara Shaw, hold that, because we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to verse 2. Just pull up the next year, because I got a nutshell. Go let me see, go to the bedrock. Go to the bedrock. Go to Leviticus 19 and 17. Leviticus 19 and 17. Pull this up. Oh, man. Sloppy. Leviticus 19 and 17.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17.
Yo, listen up, brothers. You know what I mean? This is what, you know what I mean? This is what when we on top, and these are the things that we have to do. We have to look at each other, you know what I'm saying, as brothers and sisters with love. This is what we're going to do. This is how we get out of certain situations. We are God's chosen people.
Right.
He's giving a brotherhood class because I want to go back to slavery. They got the good food over there. You know what I mean? I have nothing but breadcrumbs over here. I got to sell drugs. I don't got no money. I'm broke. I want to disrespect my people. Only way I could get money by stepping on my own people's back. This is how we're going to justify ourselves. But Moses is trying to cut that off. Say, nah, don't think that way, This up. Read that scripture about
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
So listen up, Israelites. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. You know what I'm saying? You heard, like, if we follow the Lord's statute commandments, you know what I mean? If we follow them, we'll be above all nations upon the earth. And this is the only thing, these are the things that we just have to do. Yo, don't hate your brother in your heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't. But you have a question?
I want to thank the Most High for being with me on my way here today.
Most High in Christ.
It made me think of something. I got off the train, saw a brother that was Israelite. He looked like he might have been from the tribe of Judah, but he was cracked up.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting right down. He had whatever they used.
Yeah.
A lighter, pipe. I mean, basically, he was harmless, but I came around the corner and I looked at him and I started having these negative feelings. Like
yes.
I was talking bad about him. Caught myself, and I just asked the Most High not to let me think bad about my Israelite brother or any Israelite brother, no matter how bad they may be doing in our captivity. I'm not saying to pat myself on the back, really.
Right. Yeah. I know that, but you know what I'm saying?
I think because it could be me. And thank you, it's not me. It's kept moving over.
Most High in Christ, and you know, clap it up for the brother. Well, that's exactly what I'm teaching, because I'm going to break this scripture down. By you saying that, I'm going to break it. You know what I'm saying? It goes along with what you're saying. But that's the self-checking right there. Right. But we have to know about scriptures like this. You see what I'm saying? Because if it was up to us, F him. You know what I mean? F him. But he's all on drugs. You don't look at him as a person. You see what I'm saying? That's the mentality, you know what I mean, that we check. Because if we, like I said before, I'm going to get you. Like I said before, we say we're not going to do it. So we write our own, like, I'm not going to do this. You know, I'm a good conduct man. You know what I mean? I'm a good conduct man. I respect everybody. You know what I mean? So now when it's time for you to, you know what I'm saying, it's time for you to step up on your own, you know, on your own so-called laws that you got, you know what I'm saying, to govern your own God, your own self, you just erased it. You just erased that. Because now you're being checked. Like, for real, I'm going to put this in your way. Let's see it. Let's see it. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to curse the brother and keep it moving. That's it. You know what I mean? You're going to step over the brother. You're not going to look at him. You're going to look at him like a piece of trash because he's strung out on drugs. And that's it. And you're just going, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to go home and then say, I love you, husband. I mean, I say, wife going to say, I love you, husband. You're going to say, I love you, wife. You're going to say, I love you to your sons and daughters. You're going to sit down and eat, you know what I'm saying, eat your TV dinner. That's the life. A few minutes ago, you just hated your brother in your heart. Right there. Now that goes both ways. Go ahead. You have a question?
What the young man Bruce said was just so heavy because that happened to me this morning. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, you know, you're waking up having to go to slavery. The trains is backed up, and you see homeless brothers just lay down on the train. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I had to check myself for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And realize that. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's the oppression that I'm really angry at. I'm not angry at my brother. I'm angry at his situation. Our people's situation is the oppression that I'm angry about, right?
That's right.
And when I check myself, and I was like, you know, this is not the brother's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
what it is.
And when I push them demons out the way, I started feeling better. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I'm supposed to love my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the hints, Satan.
That's right. That's right. Priest, right. Matter of fact, pull up another tab. Grab the Surely Operation Making a Wise Man Mad.
God.
You know what I mean? Then we're gonna go back. Then we're gonna go back into that Leviticus. For sure. Because what we're saying, and this is the reason why we have the brotherhood class.
Right.
Of that. That's the fight. That's the fight right there. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I pulled it, even though that's also the fight in Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? You pulling destruction on us. You see what I'm saying? By us saying that to that brother in our mind, because you know the Christian said in my heart.
Right.
Jesus know my heart. A few minutes ago, what you mean Jesus know your heart? A few minutes ago, you were looking at that drug addict. That's trash.
Right.
That sister, that's trash. The mind, you know what I'm saying? The migrants, that's trash. Right. That's what you did. Well, Jesus love your heart. Jesus know your heart. Yeah, your heart is disgusting. Right. Your heart is disgusting. That's what your heart is. You if you got that scripture on Trooper, let's get the Trooper to read it.
Leviticus 19, verse 17.
No, the other one. You got Surely Oppression, Make a Wise Man Mad.
God. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7.
All right, yeah, just hold that. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Just pull that. Just pull that real quick. And that's how this Christian church does it. But guess what? It's not your sister's fault when she says that. Because remember, God, you know what I'm saying? Was a God hate the sin but love the sinner? It's not, that ain't in the Bible. But why we all say that? Because our slave master said it. Right. Why Jesus' doctrine said it. So we just going along. We saying it. God's love my heart. Come on. A few minutes ago, you was unaliving my whole family. But God love your heart. It's actions. You know what I mean? It's all about action. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, checking yourself. You have a Trooper? All right, pull that right there. Because this is what we have to do. This is what we have to do. But you got to understand, we're in somebody else's kingdom. And we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we're gonna look at the way, you know what I'm saying, towards our brother, to another so-called black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American Indian. We're gonna look towards them the way our slave master looked towards us, as Joe Biden looked towards us, as Hillary Clinton looked towards us. You know what I'm saying? As Donald Trump looked towards us. You know what I mean? And we understand we in oppression. So we can't take on those traits. Read that, Bob Kashaw.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Say that again.
Surely oppression.
Surely what?
Surely oppression.
Surely oppression. Oppression. Oppression, you know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indian. Just because, you know what I'm saying? Just because you see so-called blacks or so-called Native American Indians or so-called Hispanic on TV and got a little bit, a piece of change, they still oppress.
Right.
They still oppress. You know what I mean? If this country go to war, they going to war for the country. We don't have our own. If a Puerto Rican say, "Oh, I got my own country, let me go back to Puerto Rico," no, you don't. No, you don't. Because if somebody invade Puerto Rico, American gonna cover that. Puerto Rican's army is the American army. Cuban's army is the American's army. Jamaican's army is the American's army. Venezuelan army is the American army. Mexico army is the American's army. Come on, don't get it twisted. We already know what it is. Anything that's close to America, it's America. The only, you know what I'm saying, only place, you know what I mean, quote unquote, Canada, what is all America? You know what I'm saying? Officially. That's their brothers and sisters up north. That's America's brothers and sisters up north. They just slice a piece of country for their brother and sister up north. If that wasn't a brother and sister, Canada won't be there. So you understand what I'm saying? So surely oppression, making a wise, you know what I'm saying? Real, surely oppression what?
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Make it what?
Maketh a wise man mad.
When you know these laws, statutes, commandments, a wise man, you know what I'm saying? A wise man understand that he had to check himself. You know what I mean? By you know what I'm saying? By having these so-called these feelings, you know what I'm saying? Try to mimic our oppression, don't realize it. Especially when you understand the Bible, when you read in the Bible, that's when that wisdom comes along. You know what I mean? You click like, oh, what the hell's wrong with me? That's still my brother. Well, look, you know what I'm saying? Just because of brothers fighting demons right in front of me, you think he want to do that? You don't think he want to get off of that? You don't think, you know what I'm saying, that person is doing something strange for a piece of change? Just because of that, that got control over his life. Got control, a goddamn plant got control over his life. Those demons is talking to him every day. Every day. Every day. He's fighting, man. So you know what I'm saying? So it will be another brother that look from up like, yo, brother, you all right? Everything is cool, all right. And that could be the day right there. I got him off the drugs. That day. He just needed that. You know what I'm saying? Looking, you know what I'm saying? Another brother look at him, you know what I'm saying, as a brother. That right there. That's it right there. But if we do, you know what I'm saying? If we do exactly what our oppressors do, we know, you know what I'm saying? We know different from our slave master. So the demon that, you know what I'm saying, that he's fighting, you're gonna start fighting that demon. So both demons is recognize each other. That's what's gonna happen. Because the demon recognize the demon in you. That's what happens. That's what you attract. You attracted that demon. You know what I mean? That selfish demon. That looking down on you demon. You attracted that. And that demon looked at him and was like, yo, what's going on? What's up? How you doing? You gonna come out today? What you gonna do? It's fun out here. It's fun. You know what I mean? And depending on which demon that you fighting with, it's gonna come out. Because other people's demons, you know what I'm saying, recognize your demons. That's what happens.
Right.
And right there it says, surely oppression to make a wise man mad. And yes, we are mad, but righteously. We don't want to see, like we pull Esdras, the book of Esdras. He's mad. Because he was like, look at these heathens over us. We God's chosen. Look at my brother, you know what I'm saying, not looking at each other as brothers. He's mad. He was angry. Go to you go back to Leviticus, the water for that. Leviticus, yeah. Start from the top.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, what do that mean right there? All right? I always get this scenario that if a brother comes to you and he apologizes to you, right? You say, yo, man, I'm sorry, man, for this. Say, yo, man, I don't care, man. What you did was wrong, man. I'm not trying to hear that. Step. Give me 50 feet. Guess what you did? You're starting to hate that brother in your heart now. Because he came up, he's trying to apologize. Now you're taking on that trait. Now you try to justify, you know what I'm saying, what he did. But the person, what he did, he's coming to you and saying, I apologize for that. But you can now, you know what I mean? But you have that anger now. You have that hate. Because what he did was really wrong. Yes, it was wrong. But what you're doing right now is hating him while he's apologizing. See how that's different? Right there. So thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Read on.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Say that again.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Now, this is the rebuke means to chastise sharply. But now it says, thou shalt not what?
Rebuke thy neighbor.
Rebuke thy neighbor. So chastise. So now that brother apologizing to the brother, you know what I'm saying? To the brother. He apologized. The brother ain't taking on the apology. Not only he's taking on the apology, he's rebuking him. Hence, that's what I said. Yo, man, nah, man, forget that, man. What you did is wrong. Nah, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. What? Nah, no. You did this, and this. Even though he's right, he's wrong. Because now he's rebuking him unjustly. Because the brother is there to say, I'm sorry.
Right.
I apologize. But now you're rebuking him. You know what I mean? Now you hating not only you hating your brother in your heart, you putting words to it now. You're putting words into it. And guess what? At the beginning, the brother's coming up to say, I'm sorry. We're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do that at all. You're not allowed to hate thy brother in thy heart or rebuke him. You know what I mean? Call out, you know what I mean? Call while the brother's trying to apologize, you're calling out all the things that he did. Yes. He's even saying that to you. That's what he's apologizing for. Yo, I apologize for this, and this. But meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? You put the blindness on. We're not allowed to do that with God's chosen people. We can't do that. That's in the law. But the laws are done away with. Read on.
God, and not suffer sin upon him.
Say that again.
And not suffer sin upon him.
And not suffer sin upon him. You know what that means? Now, guess what? Now you're saying, yeah, I hope you get hit by a bus. I hope something bad happened to you.
Right.
Now you're suffering sin upon your brother. Guess what your brother did? He's there to say, I'm sorry. He's there to say, I'm sorry. That's what he's there. But now you suffer sin upon. Now you're hoping something will happen to your brother, another Israelite brother, a sister. Your pops wasn't there. My mother wasn't there. I'm watching my pops strung out on drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching my pops pissing on himself after when he get drunk. But we're not allowed, you know what I'm saying, to hate our brother in thy heart. That also means your mother and father. They did some dirt, yeah. You watched that, yeah. But it's time to not, you know what I'm saying, not use that hate anymore. It's time to take off that hate. Because he's still an Israelite. Your mother's still an Israelite. God's chosen people. Read on.
God, verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge.
Say that again.
Thou shalt not avenge.
Thou shalt not avenge. Read on.
Nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Start that from the top off the show.
Thou shalt not avenge.
So now just remember what I read in Deuteronomy 28:1. If we follow the Lord's statute commandments, we'll be set on high above all nations upon the earth. And the only thing, you know what I'm saying, and one of the rules that we have to do is not hate our brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't rebuke him unjustly. Don't suffer sin upon your brother. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, what it says in 18?
Thou shalt not avenge.
Thou shalt what?
Not avenge.
Thou shalt not avenge. It's not up to you to get your revenge. It's not up to you. Thou shalt not be, you know what I'm saying, get revenge, because guess what? Because you're going to want somebody to get revenge on you? If you did something? That's why we have all these gangbangers. Ask them, why? You know what I'm saying? Where's the beef for? Why you have on, you know what I'm saying? Why you have beef with a person who have a red hoodie on and this person have a red-green hoodie on? Where did it start? Where did the anger come from? Oh, he ended up unaliving your brother, so you end up unaliving his brother, huh? That's what you did? Then his brother ended up unaliving that brother. Then this brother ended up unaliving this brother. But then this brother unalived this brother, but this brother is not his biological brother. Do you see what I'm getting at? You see what happened? You see what's going on?
Right.
Read on.
God. Nor bear any grudge.
You know what?
Nor bear any grudge.
Yo, shake them grudges off. Piece it up with your brother and shake off the grudge. We're gonna hold, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna hold that grudge in for another 25 years. But guess the reason why we're holding on our grudge? Because we don't have good counselors in our community. We don't have nobody we could go to. Just remember, in Yonkers, my telephone number is 914-396-4548. That number is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Right.
Call that number. You know what I'm saying? Don't suffer by yourself. You got a brother to call. Pick up the phone and just call. You know what I mean? This is what's going on. And this is what we have to do. And this is how, you know what I'm saying, we don't put our own self in our own counsel.
Right.
That's what happened. You need somebody, a real righteous man. A true God-fearing man that follows nothing but the Lord's statute commandments. Thou shalt not hold any grudges. We're going to teach you how to let them grudges go.
Right.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to teach you how to let them grudges go. Read on.
Against the children of thy people.
Say that again.
Against the children of thy people.
Against that, the children of thy people. Who is thy people? Israelites. Who is thy people? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The only people, you know what I'm saying? The only people we have is ourselves. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. So-called Mexicans is God's chosen.
Right.
Venezuelans is God's chosen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? El Salvadorians is God's chosen. Hondurans, Puerto Rico, Dominicans is God's chosen. They God's chosen people. Those are the people that we don't hold grudges against. And so-called blacks, Hispanics, and so-called African Americans is holding grudges against their people right now. For what? For what? Immigrants? You don't control the border. You don't have no power. You know what I mean? What power do so-called African American have at the border? I'm waiting. What law that African Americans put in to make sure no, you know what I'm saying? No so-called they say no so-called Mexican come over the border. What paper that they written up so they can get this passed? Anyone else? What? None of us. Guess who did? El Blanquito. That's his country. This is his country right here. He set all the laws up. He set all the laws up. And we fighting over some goddamn crumbs. He didn't give it to you in the first place.
Right.
You're fighting over, you know what I mean? Oh, they're giving the money to the immigrant. What you mean? Huh? Did you get the money? Okay, he stopped doing it. You still ain't gonna get the money. And he tried to set a wedge between us, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. There's no reason for us to, you know what I'm saying, hate our brother. For what reason? We don't have a reason. We all in the same goddamn boat. We all in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? We all in the same boat. So we're not allowed, you know what I'm saying, to read the last one, the neighbor.
God.
But thou shalt
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. That's what Moses was teaching his brothers and sisters. Say, yo, if we do this, if we love, you know what I'm saying? If we love each other, if we don't hold any grudges, you know what I mean? If we don't hate each other, yo, we're going to be above everybody on this planet. Everybody. Only thing we have to do is just say sorry and I forgive you. And I ain't talking about juices and berries like, oh, I ain't talking about that. Man, listen, man. Yo, I apologize for that. You know what I mean? I truly, you know what I'm saying? I truly feel, make sure I never in my life going to do that again. You say, all right, cool, no doubt. Or what things I need to do, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I mean, to fix this situation, this tension. Yo, brother, you don't have to do nothing, man. I understand. No sweat. All right, cool. And we just keep it moving. And that would be the check-in right there. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's get up out of here. And it's all good. And that's when we teach. Now we teach that to our sons and our daughters. You know what I mean? We be the example to these other nations. That's the brotherhood.
That's right.
That's the sisterhood. That's what priest and the prophet of the ISUPK taught us.
Right.
How to do so. That's what it is. That's why it's in the laws. That's why it's there. But our slave master said that the laws are done away with. Since 1969, ISUPK been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people. And we have Stockholm syndrome. And we have to get over it now. And with that, I'm Priest and Officer Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York. And this is the Israelite School of Universal School Practical Knowledge. Start off with 1 West 125th Street under Commander Junior Yohana. And since 1969, you know what I mean, we've been teaching the truth of this Bible that so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native American Indians are God's chosen people. The people of the Bible. Since 69, we've been teaching brothers and sisters. Don't hate each other in the heart. We ain't got time for that. We got enough hate coming from our oppressor.
Right.
Let's start loving each other right now. And this is how you love. I'm going to teach you how to love. According to the Bible, not according to me. Not according to me, just according to the Bible. And we will be above all people upon the face of the earth.
Right.
And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer of 500 Sha'al.
Clap it up for the class. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. priest fund free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, which we all know. Passover. You understand? Passover, the 55th annual Passover, hosted by Commander General Yohana, will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Make sure you pay your $200 fee, which covers all access to all the events that will be provided, right? And to do that, make sure you go to isupk.com to pay your tithes and your $200 fee for the Passover. Also, look on the back of your bulletin board or go to isupk.com for upcoming ISUPK high holy days, feast days, or any functions. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, men of Israel, Amadim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. The men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which means hands down, class is missed.